up for way too long. I said, oh, 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 I've been up for way too long. I said, oh, 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 then I just lied.
Me and my friend Queso, aka Jan Fayen, created the Hip Hop Initiative. Prior to its establishment as an official organization, it was actually like an offshoot of Poetic Release, which is another organization on campus.
I guess with the club, I mean, we've been ciphering for like, every semester, and then basically that's what people pretty much just want to do. Like when we get in there, I mean, that's like, sometimes we don't even like talk too much. It just kind of like, we know we're just gonna cipher. So it kind of like, it almost just like runs itself. I mean, freestyling is a very important like part of my life. I've been freestyling for like several years now, and I don't know, I feel like it's just something that you can just like tune in and zone into and then just like release, and you never know what you're gonna get.
Grown-ups do not play around. If you don't got the money, you could be real funny, but you gon' be living slummy, so what's the problem, huh? Who's producing?
There's no point within my memory that I don't remember having hip-hop in my life. I'd say hip-hop is my culture. You know, aside from, being Dominican American, I was born in Dominican Republic. I moved here at a young age. The culture that I was really raised in was hip-hop. That was what surrounded me the most in terms of my neighborhood, the music that I was listening to from my older sisters, the stuff that I got into. It kind of all spans from that core of hip-hop. So for me, it's a way of life,
The rap always like freaked me out. It actually like terrified me. Wu-Tang Clan to me was like the scariest, most hardcore motherfuckers out. Like it sounded so crazy to me. But then I started falling in love with it because I picked it up in 8th grade. So I might have just picked up something else and went crazy with it.
You're working on improvising, which kind of helps with writing because it's kind of improvising at a slower rate. So freestyling is really what allowed me to grow as an artist.
I can say what I feel about society. I can say what I feel about myself. I can say what I feel about anything. It's just music.
There's struggle and there's that tenacity to grow and get better. There's hip hop. So I feel like the internet took something that was already globalizing itself, from when it started, and it kind of just propelled that to another level of intensity. It's that much easier to access what's new in the culture because it's all on this one hub that is the internet,
Now, it's up to you how much you want to put into it. So you can like use these platforms to really like, like use them to your advantage, but it's one of those things, like it doesn't matter. You can use one, you can use all of them. If you don't want to go in, it's not gonna happen. But I think the way things are now, it's just you don't need anybody to make it happen. You could do it yourself.
But at the same time, it creates this sense of oversaturation because, like you said, since everybody has the resources to kind of have a platform, there's a lot happening at once. But I think as time goes on, the culture itself is going to develop a filter and a way of organizing the mass amounts of new or uprising artists that there are.
As time goes along, more kids, they're gonna start thinking they're like gods. I mean, I'm seeing it a little bit with these youngsters, but it's like they're gonna start just taking whatever they see and think everything is theirs. And then just spinning it off however they want to, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's going to be the hip-hop that we listen to. 5-10 years from now, like, that's what you're going to be listening to. Right now, whoever's like 10 years old right now is dictating the game right now. Because by the time these guys are like 20, 21, you're going to see a lot of fresh faces, new faces, and like, how's the sound going to evolve?
Get inspiration and energy from are those people who are genuine and real, and they put that into the music. And when you feel that genuineness and that realness, it kind of creates a connection, of being human. And it's like, yo, I was in that same place you are right now, but now I'm here, so you can make it here too.
my childhood and influences and adulthood and everything that I could into this first debut. And
I knew about the club incoming as a freshman. Since high school, I've had older members that I've danced with in high school. As they graduated, I entered college. And so it's always been kind of like a resource for students, especially those who want to pursue b-boying or just learn about it in general. Club now, we practice every day except Saturdays. We all enjoy doing it together, so it's like, it's not even a chore, it's just something like we get to look forward to every day. Dance has just always been an outlet for me. It's just always been a way to identify myself. Going into high school and like being in a low economic situation there was a lot of like negative influences around me, and so dance has always brought me in this tight community of people who are like legit, like genuine people. I don't know, just there is this mainstream that people are like attracted to, and it's fun, you know. There's nothing wrong with music now. You just have to be able to distinguish it and differentiate how it is now and how it was back then, and appreciate how it was back then. In terms of hip hop, it's always been originated by African American people or people of like low economic situations, you know, minorities. It's been an outlet, and so now that it's becoming more modern, it's being used in different ways and by different like social classes. But the fact that people are taking out aspects that they like or that appeal to them more and then leaving out other important parts, I feel like that is what's corrupting hip-hop. But there's always gonna, always, I don't care what anyone says, it's gonna be that underground community that they know what's up. They're woke, they know the true origins of hip-hop, they know, like, they really embrace it. The people who are really into hip-hop, you know, they embrace the culture of it. It's not just about like, oh, I like to listen to this one song every now and then.